Hi everyone, it's Alan Dandran. I want to talk about fear and love, and that there's no one without the other. So you're scared, or you love someone, it's the same thing. It comes from the same source. And I find it cool because the ecosystem has photosynthesis, and I often talk about that photosynthesis. It's when plants, trees, flowers, and grass take in carbon monoxide and they give out oxygen. And it's amazing because our ecosystem has this thing that disperses oxygen on the planet. And us, in contrast, we create pollution in the ocean, on land, underground, everywhere. So both are happening at the same time. There's things that are taking and things that are giving. And me, I try to have an open mind to everything, not just like what I like or what I love. I try to have an open mind to everything there is on the planet and in the universe. Because if it's there for a reason. And they say it's there because it's supposed to be there. Like scents, you have all kinds of scents everywhere in the environment, from humans, from animals. The smells everywhere, the toilet, the sewers. It's all the same thing. You're open to the scents and the smells everywhere. And the same thing for darkness. It's like darkness is everywhere in the universe, like an infinity of darkness. So if it's not supposed to be there, it wouldn't be there in the first place. It'd all be lit up everywhere like a big light in the universe. So darkness is there, and it's supposed to be there, and our inner darkness is supposed to be there too. Just like light is supposed to be there, and how light guides us and grants us clarity and stuff. Um, and then it's the same thing for evil. Me personally, I don't believe in evil, but if you want to talk about bad things or harmful things or devastating things, well, there is those things, and it's a part of our humanity, our society, and our planet. So it's not just about like goodness and righteousness and like self-indignancy. It's everything all together. And so basically, what I'm saying is that there's no duality in life. Everything is one with everything else. Even if it's like ugly and shallow and superficial, it's one with everything else. If it wasn't supposed to be there, it wouldn't be there. And the last example I want to give is like pain. Why the fuck am I suffering? Like, I'm always suffering. This sucks, and I don't like my life. And even that serves a purpose, and it's a form of utility on the planet, or as a human, or as an individual in society. We're supposed to feel pain. It's normal to feel pain. And we feel pain because we don't know everything. I think it's not possible to know everything in the first place. And peace, you have inner peace, you feel good, you want more inner peace, or call it happiness. And it doesn't stay, it goes, well, why is it going? Why is it going again? But it comes back, just like pain does. So we could kind of like embrace and enjoy the peace and the happiness and accept and tolerate the pain in our lives. Then the other thing I want to say is that when you have a problem, if you focus on the problem is going to get worse. You notice how people do that? They focus on the problem and they have more problems and they're living in a problem, and then they sink deeper in their problem and they can't get out. I think the right approach to that is to focus on the solution. So you acknowledge the problem, but right away you start working on the solution and you start trying to adopt the solution. When your mind focuses on something, that's kind of what manifests in your life. Yeah, and then you know, like it's not the same for everyone, you know. Like if someone would be given the job of being God for a day, like Jim Carrey in his, I forget that movie, but he plays God for a day and he just like causes ruckus and havoc. So it's like different for me to be God and for God to be God. You know, God is capable of being God. I'm not capable of being God, nor is Jim Carrey capable of being God. Like someone could be a proprietor of a company and they know how to manage it well, they know how to direct it well, or how to make it blossom and flourish, and someone else might not know. Just like if someone like murders someone and it's out of their control, and due to their insanity, um, they acted out that way. Um, it's not the same thing as someone who murders someone and they know what they're doing and they don't care. And so there's a difference, you know. The criminal that's psychiatrically irresponsible is not the same thing as a criminal that knows exactly what he's doing. So it's like different for everyone. Like a leader of a communist country, and when you have a populace that's trying to establish a democracy and stuff, sometimes for a population it's not good for them to have a democracy because it's going to make the nation worse than it is. So it sounds like it's a bit unfair, but in a way, no, it's not. And it depends on the person. With each individual, you have to treat them according to their capacity and what they know and what they're capable of. I'm trying to gather my thoughts now. What I want to say about the last topic. Yeah, so you can't expect everyone to be treated the same way because not everyone's the same. Um, Not just like according to their responsibility, but also like everyone has different potential, different capacity, different skills, talent, ability, aptitude. So not everyone is the same. So you can't treat everyone the same way. And it's like even if you have guiding laws and regulations and procedures, it doesn't really apply to every single individual in that society. Like treatment facilities, like prisons and stuff like that, maximum security prisons. These people go inside and they stay inside and they like think all day long, or they work out, or they like talk to each other. Some of them even go to meetings, like recovery meetings. But I don't understand the thing with treatment facilities because you got to treat the patients. You know, if they're criminally insane, you got to treat them, whether it's psychology or psychiatry or recovery or like some kind of like moral intervention, whatever it is. Like we have to start treating the patients because what are they doing in there? And some of them are in there for 20 years, 25 years. It's like, well, we're gonna punish you. You know, we're gonna keep you in there because you're too much of an animal in society, and I don't think that's right. I think like a lot of us, if we went through the same thing they went through, we would have done the same thing they did. So it's like, you know, we're quick to judge, but when you actually put yourself in their shoes, you see what's really going on. So I hope that I aspire that prison facilities like manage to really treat their patients, and you know, even if they're there for a year and a half and then they leave, like so be it. You know, like at least when they get out, they're okay. So that's my take. Love you all.